Well, g'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. As you may know, if you watch the channel a bit, I've got a couple of roosters at the moment, young roosters in with my chickens. And so at the moment I'm getting fertile eggs. I want to hatch out a few more eggs. I want the girls to do it. And at the moment they've started hiding their eggs, which is a really good sign. But where they're hiding them is not the best location. And I will show you that. Okay, so down here underneath my feijoa tree, nice and dark in here. In behind this old door, tucked in behind a skateboard, you can see we've got eggs, but they're sitting on the cold damp ground. Absolutely no good. The girls may sit on them in there, but it is pretty dank and dark. I don't want that water absorbing into the eggs. It's not the greatest sort of spot for it. Now, I could do a couple of things. I could train them to go back in the coop by locking them in the coop over night time until they lay their eggs, or do what I've done, and that's make a new nesting box for them. So that's what I've done. Made a new nesting box that I'm going to throw in there for them. Now we'll go have a look at that nesting box and then I'll show you the nesting box in place. A little bit of design on the fly. Want to make it 1 foot cubes. Across the front, I'm going to put a couple little pieces, top and bottom. Bottom one's to hold any bedding in, top one just to hold the top from swaying. It's going to be 12 inches or 300 millimeters. Along the front, it's going to be 24 inches or 600 millimeters. I'm going to come the same high. Okay, at the back, because I'm going to put a slope on it, and the easiest way to set up the soil's on 22.5 degrees, which for that needs an additional 3 inches, so it's going to be 15 inches or 375. Okay, and then we're going to have a sheet on the top. It'll stick out a little bit past. And that's going to have some hinges at the back, which I've made up in the forge. All right, so let's get busy with it. Now, marking it all out cold like this is not something I'd recommend for young players. Years of carpentry, I can do it, but yeah, just measuring one at a time and do it that way. And onto the assembly we go. I'm using some Gorilla Glue to hold it together. This stuff holds really well. Just using a little block to spread it. try not to get Gorilla Glue on your fingers because it does not come off. And just using the nail gun just to bang it all together. So first up we're putting the bottom on the front, then we're going to start by putting one of the sides on. Let me tell you, this old Gorilla Glue that's been sitting around for a while, it's pretty hard to get down to the bottom. And on we go with the other end. And lastly, we'll nail that center divider in. Time to nail the back on, which has the edge of it cut to the angle, just so that the hinges are going to sit a bit better on it. And our front piece, which is just slightly off camera, which is really annoying. Okay, just going to cut in a top piece for it. Just need to get the box all together just so I can make sure it was all nice and good. And as you can see, I'm setting the angle on the saw so the back of the top follows the angle of the walls. Okay, here we go with my fancy dancy lift off blacksmith hinges. We've got a video coming out on these in a little bit. Once it's out, I'll throw the link into this video. But yeah, made them specially for this, just so that they'll not only lift up, but lift off. So I can take the top completely off the box and get full access inside when the girls are in there. Okay, and here you can see the hinges in action. As you can see, opens up on it, closes back up again, lift off, put back on. Beautiful. Okay, and the finishing touch is just using some leftover spray paint from back when I was supervising construction. Just to use a bunch of those, got them sitting around, and we'll spray it up just to protect it a bit from the weather. Okay, here we are. It is all in place now. Don't mind the kids' old scooters and everything you got to get past to get here. That's a good thing for the chickens because it's going to mean that it's nice and secure. I've put the eggs that were on the ground into the nesting boxes, and that will encourage the girls to lay in here. So once that lead goes down, there we go. Nice secure little place for them. You can see the hinges that I smithed up. So I can lift that lid up, sit it back there, or I can take it off completely. And they have a nice little spot, secluded. The entry's reasonably tight for them, which they like. Something nice and secure, so hopefully they will go in there and sit some eggs. I'll let them lay tomorrow, and I'll take all of the eggs out once I know that they're laying in there, and then I'll let them lay some fresh ones, and hopefully they will end up sitting on them. All right, thank you very much everyone for watching, and bye for now.